Hi guys, and welcome to this video. You're very welcome to this section of the course on LinkedIn advertising. So this is probably the most important lecture in this entire course. So it's the things you need to know about LinkedIn advertising before you begin. So in the following lectures, I'm going to be walking through the different ad products that LinkedIn offer with you, but essentially you cannot begin your LinkedIn advertising until you know about these things. So we're going to dive straight into it. So firstly, you need a business account to advertise on LinkedIn. So you need to sign up for a LinkedIn premium account. You're able to sign up for a free LinkedIn trial um, if you wish. But the key thing is there's no point buying this course or going through this course if you do not have a business account where you can manage your campaigns, because with LinkedIn advertising you need this. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is the difference between a company page admin and an employee for that company. So on the left hand side here you can see that um, this is our company page, Animation Explainers, and this is our employee Cheryl McCabe. Now there's differences in what Cheryl is able to advertise using the LinkedIn business account um, with this here. So you need to just be wary of that. I'm going to be going through it in the next slide. So the key thing is the difference between sponsored content and direct sponsored content. So with sponsored content, it's a company update created by company page admins, which advertisers can choose to sponsor to gain greater distribution. So in this case, my employee Cheryl will be able to sponsor content from the company page. But direct sponsor content is sponsor content that does not appear on the company or showcase page. It allows advertisers to create content to sponsor on behalf of the company without cluttering the company or showcase page and without first posting a company update. So the company updates are what appear here. So this is a recent update that we used. It was an article on why video is so crucial. Um, so in this case, Cheryl would have been able to post the sponsored content, this part here. But if Cheryl wanted to sponsor her own content, this is the direct sponsored content. So this is the difference between being a company admin on LinkedIn, if you're able to physically manage what goes on the company page, and just being an employee for the company. Um, so you need to understand what are you to your business. The next thing I want to talk to you about is your target audience. So this is entirely down to your business, who you want to target, who your potential customers are, um, who wants to see your content, who wants to go onto your website, who wants to receive messages from your company or emails or inMails from your company is entirely down to your business, what products or services your business offers. So the tips I give you are to look at your current customer base. So look at who your current customers are, and what are their interests, um, you know um, where are they from, how old are they, um, what role do they have in their company. It's all these things that are really really important. Also check out your competition. So if you're a dentist and there's another local dentist nearby you, and maybe go onto their LinkedIn and see who their customers are, who's engaging in their content on LinkedIn. Um, it's about finding out what your competitors are doing as well, and then therefore it'll be much easier for you to fine tune down your target audience. Also, it's important to analyze your product or service. So, you can really look inwards and look at, what do you offer? What difference does your product or service make to the lives of your customers? And really thinking about, who is going to use your product or service? Um, and it's about choosing specific demographics to target. So, where are your customers based? How old are they? What interests do they have, and what skills do they have? Because within the LinkedIn targeting section, you're able to specify all these things. So before you go and do your marketing, it's important to have a rough idea. I'm not saying to, to know for sure who your target audience are, but have a rough idea of who your target audience are. So then when we go into the targeting in a later lecture, you'll be able to know, where are they from, what's their interests, etc. And we'll be going through that in a future lecture. But it's important to look at all these different things and evaluate who your target audience are. Maybe write it down somewhere, and you'll be able to test this through your LinkedIn advertising later on. So firstly, I want to talk about the campaign manager, and I know there's a lot of text here, guys, but it's just for the rest of the lectures, there's not going to be much text at all. I just want to go through the different things that you need to know about each section. So inside the campaign manager, you're able to see your account overview page that groups all advertising accounts by company page or showcase page. You're able to use the campaign search, which allows you to easily search for and identify campaigns by name. Target your ads with our improved options. You're able to use LinkedIn's detailed reporting to get a breakout of all social actions on your sponsored update campaigns. You're able to see detailed charts that show the industry's job functions and seniority level of members who click on your ads. Come back to your campaign using draft mode and edit it before it's launched. You're able to schedule campaigns for future dates, and you're able to experience improved performance of the interface so you can build and optimize campaigns more effectively. So basically, the way to think of it, guys, is the campaign manager is the heart. It is the heart of your LinkedIn advertising. All your ads all your ads and campaigns sit within the campaign manager. And within the campaign manager, which I'll be showing you later, you're going to be able to see, how many clicks you're getting, how much you're spending per campaign, per ad, etc. So it's a really, really important feature of the LinkedIn interface. So within LinkedIn, there's 3 different types of ad products. So there's the sponsored content, there's text ads, and there's sponsored email. So I'm going to go through each of them quickly. So within sponsored content, you're able to promote content with targeted native advertising. So as you can see here, the sponsored content is what comes up on the news feed. So it's quite a large section here, and it comes up, as you can see on this laptop here. It comes up, where everyone's scrolling, looking for content, interesting posts, etc. It's right in the heartbeat of the LinkedIn homepage. So it's important that your company do use sponsored content. So within sponsored content, you're able to publish your content in the location most viewed by LinkedIn visitors, the LinkedIn feed. You're able to target your audience based on accurate first-party data in the professional profile, raise awareness, drive quality leads, and build customer relationships. Second section is sponsored text ads. So with sponsored text ads, you're able to drive traffic from desktop with easy to create ads. So within text ads, you're able to easily create your ads, drive quality traffic and leads, pay for only the ads that worked per click or per impression. And we'll talk about that in a few moments. But as you can see here, this is the sponsored text ads that appears on the right hand side of the screen, depending on the device. But you're able to say, propel your job search fast, or simple prototyping, and then have your text description and a little image on the left hand side. Sponsored emails. So with sponsored emails, you're able to send targeted messages directly to people who matter most to your business. So you can drive conversions with personalized messages. You can reach audiences that matter most to your business across desktop and mobile, and you can do A/B split testing, which I'll talk about it in a second, which can compare which ads are or which emails are working and which ones are not. But it's very, very personalized emails. You're able to target exactly who you want to target, and it's you get charged on a cost per send basis. So there's some key terms that you need to know. So pay per click. So this is the price that you pay for each click when a member clicks on your ad. So you can specify the maximum amount you're willing to pay for each click. Cost per impression. So within LinkedIn, cost per impression is the cost per 1,000 impressions. So you pay up to your maximum bid each time your ad is shown for each 1,000 times on LinkedIn, no matter how many clicks you receive. So for cost per impression, guys, I'd recommend using this pricing for when you're trying to build up brand awareness. So when you want to get out there, make your company name known among your industry, but not necessarily have to go to your website or go to your landing page. Just build up the brand awareness. I'd recommend the cost per impression. With the cost per click, I'd more recommend doing that if you want them to go to your landing page, or if you want them to, if you want to convert visitors into leads, I'd recommend the pay-per-click. The cost per send is for the LinkedIn inMail feature, which I was talking about earlier. So LinkedIn charge you for every single email that is sent. It's nothing to do with the open rates, how many people click on the button down the bottom of the email, if they reply or not. LinkedIn charge you per for every single email that's sent. So that's something to notice. It is a lot cheaper than the cost per impression and cost per click, but it is important to note that it's on a cost per send basis. LinkedIn also give you a daily budget option, so you can decide yourself what your daily budget is based on your own business finances and what users are willing to budget into your own campaigns. At the start, I'd recommend that you keep this as low as possible. So I think with LinkedIn, the lowest daily budget is €10 in the Eurozone. I'm not sure what it is in other currencies, but it's €10, but it will be shown to you within your own campaigns. And same with the bids. So that's for the bids, it's how much you want to spend per click or per impression, depending on what you want to do for your ads. But again, for both these two here, daily budget and bids, I'd recommend to keep these as low as possible at the start, and then you can, if you see that they're working, or if you get a little bit more of a budget to spend, you can increase both of these. So we're going to be talking a little bit about A/B split testing as well. So within this section, I'm going to show you how to use Google URL Campaign Builder. So with that, within one ad campaign, for example, you're able to create many ads and test which ads are working against other ads. So this is the Google Campaign URL Builder. So I'm going to be showing you how to do this later on, but for each ad you can create a goo.gl link. So this is just a sample link, and then that means that when you type in that link and also type in .info, you'll get analytics based on that ad campaign. So you're going to be able you'll be able to see it inside the campaign manager in LinkedIn anyway, but this will just give you more detailed information on how well your ads are doing against each other. So it's important at the start to test each ad within a campaign, or each email or whatever else you want to advertise, but using this Google Campaign URL Builder, it's quite easy to compare. And I also want to talk to you about campaign monitoring. So at the start, you're going to be a little bit lost on, what's working and what's not working, and getting to grips with the campaign manager. But if you notice something that's getting you leads, or something where you're getting a lot of engagement, or you're starting to see return on investment, you should invest more money into this. If you start to see that you're spending lots and lots of money on one campaign and it's just not working no matter what you do, then you should kill the campaign altogether. I don't recommend investing money into campaigns that aren't working and that are going to create a loss for your business. Also, it's important to note as well to specify an end date for each campaign, so that your company doesn't overspend on your campaigns, and your company doesn't go into debt or anything like that. And we want profitable campaigns that are going to work and generate leads for your business. And that's the end of this lecture. I'm looking forward to the next one, where we're going to take a dive into LinkedIn Campaign Manager.